Chuck Robinson is here from Village Books in Fairhaven, and we're going to chat a little bit about something that you guys have been doing for years now.
We began the Chuckanut Radio Hour in January of 2007. It's hard to believe.
Wow.
It's been, we've done a lot of shows now with a lot of authors, and it's been great fun. It started out kind of on a whim and doing it for KMRE, the low-power radio station from the Museum of Radio and Electricity, and it just kind of has evolved. You know, it's been great fun. And
it's really great because you usually have a featured author that is interviewed, but you also bring in people from the community. You do a little a radio skit. Explain the format a little bit.
Well, the main part of it, I mean, the focus is often on, or is generally on the author. So we have an author guest at each show, and there is an interview section, some reading from the book sometime. Sometimes, in the case of people like Garrison Keillor when he was on our show, or Sherman Alexie, they did pieces where they just sort of stood up and talked, because that's what they do. But that's a featured piece of the show usually. There is a serial comedy called The Bellingham Bean. It's an ongoing piece of humor that's set in a coffee shop. The Bean characters are always getting themselves into trouble, and it's what's the latest dilemma they're in is what we tune in on each month. There's always music on the show, and the musical guests or guests are generally from the community, and there's lots and lots of musical talent here. And so that's always been fun. We have a resident essayist, humorist essayist, Alan Rhodes. You've probably read Alan in the Cascadia Weekly. He is a hoot. He never ceases to just crack us up when he does his essays. We have a Poets Corner. Now we have a regular. From the very beginning, we've had a Poets Corner. We sometimes have poet guests, but now we have Kevin Murphy, who's our regular performance poet, and he is just a kick. I mean, he's really great fun.
That's great. But now Chuckanut Radio Hour is teamed with us here at KVOS, and now we're broadcasting it on television.
Right, radio show gone to television, which is we're sometimes asked about that, but in truth, that's the way live television began. It was pretty much broadcasting radio shows, and so we really haven't changed the way we do the show. We do it very much like a radio show. You're watching a radio show be made, and then people get to watch that radio show on television. And we've begun doing that. KVOS is now broadcasting each of the shows 4 times after we do the tapings, usually in the month following. And we're really excited about that. It's been fun. It's kicked the show up a level. You know, we had been doing this for a while, and it was time to get a little bit of energy kicked back into it, and going to television has done that.
Yeah, you get a kind of a glimpse behind the scenes when you actually see the visual broadcast of Chuckanut Radio Hour. It's a lot of fun. So where can we find out the schedule? Do you have those listed somewhere?
We're listed on our website. You can go to villagebooks.com. There's a place on the side you can click for Chuckanut Radio Hour. It will tell you shows that are coming up. We'll have the schedule posted there that you can see when you can see the show on KVOS. And in terms of listening to the show, those shows are broadcast on the radio station on KMRE 102.3 FM in Bellingham. It's a low-power station. They're broadcast every Saturday evening at 6 o'clock and Sunday evening at 9 o'clock in rotation. So we're never sure which show is going to play, but there's always one of the Chuckanut Radio Hours playing there.
And you can always be assured that you're going to be entertained with Chuckanut Radio Hour. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch you guys on stage, too, with that whole thing. Chuckanut Radio Hour from Village Books. And remember, you can always experience more at kvos.com.